What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Siouxsie and the Banshees, and we're going back for another bonus tune from the same period as their 1981 album Juju. And indeed, this is the B-side to the track Fireworks. Once again, shout out to Nikola for sharing everything with us, including Creatures and solo Siouxsie, stuff we haven't even gotten to yet. But yeah, so the track is called Coal Mine, which, there's a pun apparent, coal mine, but coal mined. So obviously there's a immediate reference or potential for other, figurative references relating to mining and the extraction of coal as they could be adapted to cognitive experience or psychological thoughts. So I wonder, how directly that metaphor will play out. Ultimately, I suppose there could be more specific understandings, the idea of someone's mind being, flammable or, smoky. There's perhaps concepts that would lend themselves to that metaphor. But either way, let's see what I can catch on a first listen. This is Siouxsie and the Banshees. The track is Coal Mined, and yes, that's with a D, and this is the B-side to the Fireworks single from 1981. Those melodic vocals. That was the section I still I'm not sure about. It's another one. I was just talking about this in a different reaction series. Of course, I forget which one at the moment, but there's so many tunes from the 80s that do this, like, oh, we ended, oh, just kidding, we didn't end, but then we very quickly end right after that. Another one that seems to do that a little bit. So whether that's just, a sort of a production technique that, was seen as particularly significant or dynamic, or whether, it's ultimately just this coincidence of production. Again, it's something I've noticed again and again from so many different groups. Regardless, as to the tune itself, I love the intensity of it. It felt like a march, but a very like rapid fire, like double fast percussion for the march. And yeah, it's like the vocals aren't the most intense and attention commanding that I've ever heard Siouxsie do, but it's still those ones where she does the extension and then rises up with ferocity at the end of the extension. Those obviously stood out a great deal, and still just that haunting intensity in the normal lines of her delivery. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we got direct like analogies like I would expect, going deep inside the coal mine and mind, and like taking out what's in there, or at least what was there was another line that was, I forget, it wasn't crevice, but it was like something that was like about the deep recesses, which of course lends itself really well to someone's mind. But yeah, I'm not sure of like other aspects in terms of the connection or the the running metaphor, but ultimately it sounded very intense, and I felt like over the course of it I was like, is it getting a little faster? I don't know if I was imagining that or if the tempo did slightly increase over time, but again, I can just imagine Budgie just like going crazy on the drums given what I've heard from the Creatures. So yeah, a really cool tune, and one that is an interesting addition in terms of the B-sides that we've been going through, or the non-album tracks, even though in some ways, again, the haunting vocals and the mixture of this post-punk / a bit of new wave intensity, there's continuity, but definitely some of these have felt like even more experimental and abstract. But yeah, I'm curious, I think there's one more in the folder, is this correct? Let me just make sure. Yeah, there's one more, which is We Fall, which is also a Fireworks B-side, so that will be the last one. Did I react to a tune by that name? For some reason, that sounds very familiar. Oh, Bridges, Divided We Fall, and it was only a month ago, so that's why that sounds familiar. Nevertheless, I'll look forward to the Siouxsie and the Banshees tune. As I said, shout out to Nikola for sharing everything, and for the patrons. Do let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time. Peace.